legends, I hope you're all amazing. On today's video, we're taking a look at the new Guitar Essentials version of the Darkglass Anagram. They have released some limited edition hardware. It's all blacked out and it comes with a matching leather carry case. But the big development here is they have teamed up with Sweetwater and Andertons to release a new plugin to their marketplace, and this does come preloaded on this version of the Anagram called Guitar Essentials. There's a dozen guitar amps and some drives, so you've got things like Fender Deluxe and Twin, Marshall Plexi and JCM 800, a 5150 and a Recto, as well as some very sweet boutique options. They have also released a new update that adds a bunch of native content for bass players and guitar players alike. Probably the headline in there is that they are now supporting A2 NAM captures. Natively, you can run up to 3 simultaneous NAM A2 captures. You can also integrate this with Tone 3000 to go and grab captures from the Tone 3000 website. There is a lot of new content in this. Let's just begin with a little jam, then I'll take you through some tones with these new amp models in the Guitar Essentials collection. I really like that they have actually skinned these to look like the real amps and to feature the exact same controls as the real amps. Then I'll give you an insight into how I would use the new NAM A2 capabilities as well as the scenes functionality. Let's go. to run 3 full NAM A2 captures in a preset is pretty amazing in this update. I'll give you a couple of different ideas in how you could use this. The first one is just using captures of the same amp at 3 different settings. And my good friend Troy Nababan has made some amazing NAM A2 captures of his late 70s Marshall that has had the J-Key lead mod. And I've just got 3 of them in separate instances over here with different gain levels on them. I'm playing a Charvel J-Key Lee Strat on the bridge pickup. It sounds like this. You could make use of this is to blend amps or run amps in stereo. I've got 2 separate NAM A2 captures in here. This first one is a neural model that I made of my rectifier, and the second one is another NAM capture that I made of my Boogie Mark IV. And on scene 1, I've got them blended so the Mark is slightly louder, and on scene 2, I've got it blended so the Recto is slightly louder. Alternatively, you could set up a true stereo amp setup by splitting before the amp and cab and then sending each of them to their own output. I've got a capture that I made of the Synergy 800 module on one channel, and then I've got one of Troy's Hammerspace Jake E. Lee captures on the other. Here's an example of the type of 3-scene preset I would get away with using live. First in the chain, I've got the standard noise suppressor just at the stock settings. I do have the option up front to have the Pharos phaser. We'll hear that a little later. And then I've just got a NAM capture of a 5153 that I really like the sound of. That is going into my free IR in the cab block over there. And then the consolidated high pass and low pass filter, I've got a high pass at around 80 Hertz and a low pass at around 6 kilohertz. I've got that running into the Do Good Plate 140. This is a reverb plugin that you can buy from the marketplace. Just got that for, what is it? Plate number 1. Plate number 1 always sounds pretty good. Then I'm splitting the signal chain into 2 right at the end, and I've got 2 instances of the digital delay. One is set to a quarter note and it's panned hard left. The other one is set to a dotted 8th note and it's panned hard right. Let's just have a quick listen to the core tone and the 3 scenes. that set up so that when I switch from scene 1, my rhythm scene, to scene 2, my lead scene, I'm increasing the input gain to that NAM capture, so I get more gain and sustain. What's nice with the new scenes update is you're no longer limited to those 3 scenes. Why not use presets, you might ask? Well, there's a switching gap when you change presets, and especially when you change banks. Being able to take a consolidated rig like this and then automate anything that you like with scenes, including instantaneous parameter changes, is great. So you just have to press these 2 together once you've set it up. And look, I'm into another batch of scenes over here. So I could set up 3 more sounds and seamlessly switch between them, then go back to my original 3 scenes over here. So it's pretty amazing having 126 scenes. It's probably overkill, but I mean, it's there if you want to use it. And if you're somebody like me who pretty much just sticks to a sort of core set of sounds when I play live, I like having an amp, an IR, and a few effects that I'm really comfortable with. This could give you a lot of variations on that core theme. When the Anagram Marketplace first launched, there were a lot of plugins by smaller independent developers, but seeing major retailers like Sweetwater and Andertons get behind this feels like a pretty big step. So I'm very excited to see what they add in terms of new plugin content, but also in terms of new native content. I said exactly the same thing on the last video that I did. This is a lot more capable straight out of the box for guitar players, but having the native content of hosting A2 NAM captures and running them at full resolution is going to appeal to so many people. I would still like to see some more native stereo capable effects. We saw how I was getting some dual delays by using the split in there. I'd love a consolidated stereo delay block and maybe a few more stereo modulation options, even if it's just pitch detune at the very least. Nevertheless, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Big thank you to Darkglass for sending this one out so I can make some loud noises. And if you want to support what I'm doing directly, check out the music that I make with Ragdoll or my Patreon for a whole bunch of exclusive content. Go grab your guitars now, make some loud noises, and I'll see you next time.